Give thanks to every day above ground. You never know when your life will go done. Whether you're rich or poor, the wicked bed man I kill one.
You've seen, was it King Richard? I have a feeling that King Richard movie is trash. Well, even it reserves the right to be trash, right? But even so, it's like, it's a story that Venus and Serena wanted to tell of their dad. So it's like, fair enough. They just wanted to do it. So you've caught, it's sort of kind of got to respect that. But if you don't like the film, you could just be that you don't like the film. But yeah, it was causing a whole lot of mix up and you know what I mean? Like, just people just doing the most. Why are they giving the power away from their careers to their dad? Like, they wanted to make this as a tribute to their father, clearly. Because he never got credit for standing up for them all these years and for saying the things he was saying. Well, you know, I don't see the issue here. If they've exec produced it, they've okayed it. Fall back. I'm sure there'll be plenty of time to make films about specifically Venus and Serena. You know what I mean? They'll have the time to do that. They'll have the capabilities to do that. They'll get the funding to do that. Nobody was lining up to make a film about Richard, so you know what I mean? Like, I say respect it. Between the Williams sisters and the Ball brothers, people just need to sharp and about over-involved athlete parents at this point. So yeah, I tweeted Lonzo. I was like, I call dibs when it's time to make the LeVar film. oh my gosh, that would be hilarious. Oh my word. That would actually be a drama that has a lot of comedy just naturally laced into it. Because you could just take all of the hot takes to what he was saying at the time. Even the way how he said he looked at his wife and was like, you know, you're big, you're strong, we're gonna make some. I was just like, yo, this guy is, yeah, he's one of one. LeVar is, yeah, he's funny. No, Cuba Gooding Jr. is not playing him. No, that's not what would happen. Probably get dude that played Cyborg in Justice League. Has he gotten any movies since Justice League? Was it Ray Fisher his name is? Because he's I don't know. He was talking a lot, like a lot of the time he spelled hell no. he needs to get some work, man. He does. The dude is, you know. But I quite like the. So when it comes to like making a movie, if you give anyone a chance on what to do, I would always try and work with someone who's lesser known, than someone who's like, because part of this, for instance, this King Richard movie, part of the reason why you have to sort of scrutinize it and pay close attention is Will Smith's in it. Will Smith will, and they're saying, oh, they're using it as an Oscar vehicle for Will Smith. I'm like, good for him. Load of these actors use these films as Oscar vehicles. They do it all the time. It's always Oscar bait. When they made Darkest Hour with Gary Oldman, was there any other reason for Gary Oldman being in there? Take it easy. Happy birthday on Friday. Yeah, The Darkest Hour? The film wasn't even good. Oh, it's got Gary Oldman wearing prosthetics to look like Churchill. Yeah. So you knew he was going to get the nod for that. What else have I seen that's been like Oscar bait? Every year they make these sort of movies, these biographies, these this, that, and it's like, meh. I don't know if you've ever seen Darkest Hour, but it's trash. It's trash. It has nothing to do with nothing. I don't even think it's historically correct either, so it's like, meh. Right, there we go. That was exactly the example I was looking for. When Christian Bale played Dick Cheney. Exactly. Put a fat suit on him. Nominate him for an Oscar. Yep. Oh no. Oh yes. And they carry on about, oh, they've done so much research. Anytime you hear an actor has done so much research for a role, do you know what it means? It means they were super annoying on set to the point where people are just like, just Just go. Friggin' well ask him. Go ask her. Go ask them. Just go on. Just to make them feel like, they did so much. They did so much research. Shut up. Please tell me you're not serious. It is serious. It is on the buses. You're absolutely right. I did remember hearing about that, and they were like, she transforms into Diana, and she no. But yeah, it's whatever. Oh, and I watched Black Widow on, was it Monday or was it Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. She's horrendous. To be honest though, she's one of the bravest ones. That Kirsten Stewart, didn't she? What she do? She tried to go barefoot in was it in Cannes or something where she wore a suit to Cannes when it's like ladies have to wear so I'll give her props. She don't give a shit. She just does what she's doing, and for that I can't really hate on that. Yeah, my condolences about Black Widow. I was wondering why I heard no one say nothing about that movie, and then also why Scarlett was suing, and then I heard more about the lawsuit than I did about the film. So I was like, bro, like, did Disney just like give up on this movie? Like, what's going on? And then I watch it. I'm like, this is weird. It's weird. This film is very weird. And then it was like a mismatch of the beginning was like they took the beginning of Stranger Things, and I'm like, oh, and there's the dude from Stranger Things. Oh, okay, I see it now. And then I'm like, yeah, this makes no sense. And then it's like, it's not slapstick. And then they're trying to do like the Jason Bourne. I was just like, listen, I wanted to just throw the remote at the TV. Rubbish. The film makes no sense. It doesn't go nowhere. It doesn't do nothing. There's absolutely no need for this film to exist. And I like Florence Pugh. I absolutely like her. I actually have met her before. I was saying she'd be a star from when she did. When I saw her in Lady Macbeth, you sort of knew that they were using that to sort of push her career. Whatever the formula was for Florence Pugh, they sort of rehashed it for Jessie Buckley. I don't know with Jessie Buckley. She's in a lot of things though, so a lot of people are very convinced about her. Black Widow is like a version of Salt made for 12-year-old girls who call themselves edgy. Here's the thing, I didn't like Salt. I don't even like the Bourne movies, truthfully. I don't like that. Doing this shit with I hate films that do that shit. I don't like them. And then they go to the same locations. They all hash the same locations. Thank you. Somebody say. I thought it was just me. I'm like, cut. Up, down, up. What is this? Just hold the camera still. Choreograph the fights. Shoot it at 23 frames. My word, what is this? That was Black Widow. The effects made no sense. They didn't look realistic. You know, it's like something is blowing up around her and her face is still perfectly lit. Like there's an explosion happening behind you. How is the lighting on her face not changing? What is this? Yeah, knock off poor man's Mission Impossible with a dementia story. Do you know what made me mad with the Bourne movies? Is that was the aesthetic that everyone started to use for their fight scenes, and people like Michael Bay was already annoying as a director. Like, give him his props. He blows shit up. He sells big. We'll come back to that in a second. He sells big blockbuster. Fine. There's no qualms about what this man is gonna do. It's gonna have very little storyline, a lot of action, crash bang wallop. Then he got Transformers and tried to employ that same Bourne video that camera. Oh, that's what makes that beyond anything is what makes those Transformer movies unwatchable. Gee whiz. No, that's not why she was suing. She was suing because her contract was basically box office related. So they needed to basically cut her a check if they were going to release it on streaming services. You need to work out royalties because you're not releasing it how it was supposed to be released. That's how she was meant to be paid. So that's what the issue was essentially. Like, what? You're not releasing it in cinemas how you're supposed to? You're just going to put it on your streaming service? And how do I get my money that I'm supposed to get on the back end? Nope. Cut me a check. And they're like, well, no, we're not cutting you a check. And they're like, well, she's like, well, me and my lawyer, we will see you in court. And they did duly cut the check. A lot of these actors, why they've always been sort of anti-streaming, their deals were connected to box office. That's why they always make these, they do these, they do their interviews, they do their lives, and make sure you go out and see it, and yeah, let's make it the biggest, most successful opening week, and all of that is tied to how they get paid on the back end. So that's why they're like, yeah, this streaming thing, we don't know how we're gonna sort of, and they might not necessarily have access to the data, right? Netflix, for instance, is historically guarded of its data. They call it black box or whatever. They don't share it. Or they share it years afterwards. So how would you know that what you're getting is what you're supposed to get? But the idea is that you don't, so that's why they were like, nah, me not like that. Who's the most valuable Marvel Universe actor, actress in terms of best performer? Yeah, you're right. Robert Downey Jr., without a doubt. However, they would like you to think it's, what is it, Chris, is it Evans, his name is? Chris Evans. But no way can he can't act like RDJ can. No. That's why I was, you know what? The biggest thing that I was annoyed about was how when they got James Spader from the Blacklist,
Tiger,
and they gave him that awful Ultron to play.
New follower.
Joke man thing.
Perfect.
Bless up. Meme Lord. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please don't be spam. You got a great name. Please be just a normal Twitch person. No links, no nothing. Don't do nothing foolish. Please don't spoil this. I like your name a lot. The Meme Lord. I like that. That's dope. But yeah. They gave James Spader. Exactly. James Spader's. They gave him Ultron. I was just like, me not like it. I didn't like that. I didn't enjoy that one bit. He had fun. Like, he was just messing around doing Ultron, but I was just like, you deserved much better. And it was like a one film deal anyway. How about the X-Men lot? So it's like a dead heat between Patrick Stewart would be the most, like, the best performer. Michael Fassbender of the new lot, because I would take him over James McAvoy. Nothing wrong with McAvoy, by the way. I like James McAvoy. He's a brilliant actor. Exactly. Actually, not Jackman. Jackman, the whole Wolverine was always like a fan favorite character anyway. I just feel like he was lucky to get that role, and yeah, you could say that, but he's still an actual fantastic. Oh, and they want you to think it's, what do you call it, Jennifer Lawrence. Oh my word! When you watch all of these movies that have her in it, you see that they force making her a focal point in all of them. Oh my god, she can act, no doubt. She can act, because I remember her from Winter's Bone. I would never forget Winter's Bone. Rebecca Rumjan, greater than Jennifer J-Lo. Well, listen, the way they force her into all of these movies as a focal point, you couldn't tell. My gosh. I mean, You know, she's not even meant to really be on their side. Like, nope, we gotta make her the central, and we gotta give her all of the sort of motivational lines. And I'm like, boy, I just want to know when they're gonna finally make a Gambit movie. Damn it! Like, I've been waiting for that for ages. I don't think we're ever getting this Gambit movie. It's not gonna happen. The movies he was in weren't good, but I enjoyed Live. Oh, he was so good in what was that show? Ray Donovan. I did like Ray Donovan. Don't think J-Lo is going down after me too. Did they ever complete those Hunger Games movies? I can't remember. I saw maybe the first two or whatever. I just remember, they were huge roll eyes affairs for me. I just fine. I didn't really rate them. Oh, what? Okay, you reckon she paid the price, Mud? I hope so. They were finished in May. So how many films exist? They were trying like hell to make that the next Harry Potter franchise, or that kind of that. They were trying to. That's the money they were after, but they never got anywhere close. Yeah. 4? My word. Then yeah, there's 2 I've never seen. I think Mel dragged me to see, I think it was the second one. And listen, I never hid how disappointed I was in this blasted film. It was awful. They did the part 1 and 2. Oh, what, for the last one? Oh, yeah. I remember the first one, the ending of the first one had me like, what? No, this is stupid. Like, my man's survival tactic is being able to, what? You went from decorating paints to all of a sudden you're a special effects artist. I was like, you know what, this is stupid. And then yeah, the bit that really pissed me off with the Hunger Games is, even as a concept, is I'm so sad. Please send me food. Someone's watching on a thingy and then they could just drone in food and medicine to shut up. Like, this is stupid. But anyway, yeah, I didn't rate that one bit.